Hello, how are you guys doing? Okay, I wanted to talk. I kind of like coming on here live without telling nobody. Whoever is here is here. But I want to talk about the prenup. I've been hearing a lot about it. I have my own opinion as usual, and I want to see what you guys think. So if you guys want to come and you want to talk to me, nope, that's not the one. That's not the right banner. I guess I didn't create the right banner. But if you hit the link in the description of this video, if you want to discuss the topic, that's what I need to say. The topic. So if you guys want to come discuss the topic, there's a link in the description of this. That's the only thing that's there in this description. So click it and come and talk to me. Will Millies sign a prenup though? Well, I will tell you everything. But I have a clip. It's kind of a long one. I saw like some video online, so I made a little compilation of prenup videos or people talking about prenup, and I want to see. What you mean no link? Yes, there is a link. Let me go check. Telling me there is no link. There is a link. I put it myself. Let me see before I say there is a link and there is not. Oh, it didn't save. I swear I did it. Well, let me do it right now. See, I'm still, going live out of the blue like this. I be thinking I'm doing the proper steps, and I'm not. Wait, where is it saying save changes and then it's not saving? What the fuck? Okay, that's fine. I don't know what's going on here. What? The broadcast must be scheduled. I'm sorry, I'm having some difficulty over here. In the future and within. I don't know what this shit talking about. I don't know what's going on. It's again Facebook doing some dumb shit. Okay, we'll see. We're not gonna be on Facebook. We're only gonna be on YouTube tonight. But yes, so I'm gonna fix it, but I'm gonna play the video so you guys now it should be safe. So now the link should be, yes, it is. Now it should be in the description of the video. But yes, I would sign a prenup. Somebody said, I think, because I build my assets on my own. Sorry. Okay, well, you guys already got something to say. But hello, everybody. Everybody who is here. It's Friday. We're not gonna be here for long, as I usually say, but. Oh, Jose is here. Jose cut a live. Hello. But let's see. We're gonna play the. We are gonna play the video right now because we need to talk about it. All right. Let's see. Open.
Married and then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave with half of it. That's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
Babe, it's something that I have to think about. I don't know why Danny's so surprised. The prenup's obviously something that we need to have in place. I built a business long before she even came into the picture, and I have to protect that.
My question is, why do we really need one?
Relationship prenups a good idea?
I say yes. I think that they're a really good idea. I'm done with someone, I'm done. I don't want any of this. Take it. I'm out. I think if you have a prenup or if you have some sort of contract, you're already going into the relationship with an expiration date. You're thinking, I'm gonna break up with you.
There are plenty of women who have busted their butts for their men. They have put into that relationship. Why is it that after 5, 10 years, a relationship doesn't work? You're gonna throw me out of the house? No, I'm keeping the house, the car, I'm keeping everything. You're leaving the house. Ladies, your strongest weapon is your intuition. If somebody's handing you a contract on day one saying, if it don't work, your ass is out the door, your ass needs to be out the door on day one.
Ridiculous. If you have a plan B, how can you possibly expect A to work?
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you don't put your all into A? Let me tell you something. I don't know a single person that has a prenup that ain't had to use it.
Advice can you give me to try and convince my brother that I think it's for his safety, he should try and sign a prenup? Because I really just feel like she's just in it for the money.
They're not, they didn't get a divorce.
But he's doing her a favor because she's about to turn 30, and you know how it's like super OCD for girls after 30. It's like, oh my God, we get married. So I think they're just trying to rush it. Yeah.
She mentioned the prenup to you?
You know what? She actually said it during a family outing. She said that if he were to ask that, then he's not the right fit for her. So, and I get it. You know, I think as women, we are all, I guess, secretly gold diggers. We all want a guy that's going to provide.
All right, so that's the few videos I saw, and I was like, yo, I have so much to fucking say. Okay, so let's start with my opinion. Again, guys, if you want to come and talk to me about what you think, the link is in the description of the video, so you can come and comment and have a little conversation and tell me your point of view on the prenup topic. So would you want a prenup or not? So my opinion is, why do women think that they're entitled to half of your money when they didn't do anything for it? Like, you worked with your money. Let's say, I don't know. I'm not even talking about rich people, but the rich really should get one. But like, you have like, I don't know, 100,000 in savings or whatever, or even 30,000, whatever you got. You have a house maybe before you enter your marriage. You have a bunch of shit to your name. And then you're going to enter the marriage, and then all of a sudden it's hers. I hear it's supposed to be hers, but it's not. Did she help you with it? Did she work? Like, no, she didn't do anything for it. So why, when she enters the marriage, she should have half of your shit? So I really feel like a lot of men do not benefit from being married, because if it goes left, you lose your money, you lose probably your kids, because usually they give the kids to the mom. You lose your house, because, you know, if she gets the kids, she probably needs a home, and you, being a good man, you're going to leave her the home because you don't want your kids to be outside. So then you might have to pay child support. Like, it's just way too much. And I'm like, this is crazy. In our society, it's a lot of women who just think they can benefit from men or use men. So therefore, they're going to go into a marriage and they're going to be like, I didn't work for this money, but yet I want some if it doesn't work. And you know, like, in one of the clip, like the first one, when the girl is like, well, but why you always think about that? Or even in the one with Steve Harvey, where the one lady is like, well, if I'm giving you a contract on day one, it means like you don't trust me, you don't do this. Like, this is fucking bullshit. We're humans, and sometimes we like somebody, sometimes we don't. And I don't know, he might cheat or whatever. Now she's mad, she's gonna try to retaliate. Like, it's a bunch of shit that can happen. Or women, they're upset, and then because they're upset, they want to take your money. It doesn't matter. I feel like it is not good for you to enter this type of a marriage without a prenup. And also, I saw, like, in the stats, 70% of the divorces are initiated by women. So women talking about, well, but you need to trust me. Like, it's them getting, like, signing the paperwork, I want a divorce, you know? So again, I don't know what the man has done, or if he has done anything for the women to want to get the divorce. But in the stats, usually the women do not, the woman is the one who wants to go get a divorce. So I feel like it would be wise for you to have a prenup, especially if you know you got some money. Also, Steve Harvey. Usually I like what he says, but on this one, I'm like, what bullshit you're talking about, oh, plan A. If you're focusing on, if you have a plan B, plan A is not gonna work because you're not really focusing on plan A. That's bullshit. I get that for like regular life, your career, your goals or whatever, but for a marriage, I don't believe that. And I don't know if he has a prenup with his wife, but if he doesn't, I'm like, wow. Hey, luckily, he's still married, I believe. So I guess it's working out for him. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling that. And especially for people with money, it's like, you gotta protect yourself from gold diggers. You don't know. You might meet a girl and she really about you, and she feels like, no, I'm really with you for you. But there's a bunch of gold diggers because they know who you are and they want your money. So how are you gonna know? You can't. And even if you're like a good judge of character, which I hope you guys are, but it's still tough, because even if she was a good girl and you would be like, she would never do this to me, she might change. She might change because now she's bitter. Now maybe you did something. Now she doesn't like you, but she still need the money. So she's like, I gotta get out, but I need some money. So you never know. But also the other thing that I want to say is, because it's not just black and white. And for example, I have a couple of friends. So he plays in the NBA, and she when she met him, he got drafted, right? So she was with him before he got drafted. And when he got drafted, she still kept on going to school. She got a master's degree, and she could have like a career, I think, in political science. But he was like, yo, we're gonna have kids, I'm gonna be on the road, I want you to stay home. So she put her career to the side and started just raising the kids and doing whatever the house needed. So in that case, if they do get a divorce, I feel like it wouldn't be fair for her to not get anything, because it's not like she didn't want to work. He needed her to not work to take care of the kids. So in that instance, I would feel like it's not fair if she doesn't get anything. But again, in the prenup, you put whatever you want. So hopefully, it would put something beneficial for her too. And I don't think, I mean, they're my friends, so I don't think they would like that they're gonna get a divorce. That's one. And I don't think he would try to fuck her over or her fuck him over, whatever. But I do feel like if you're a housewife and you put your life to the side because he wanted you to and you needed to raise the kids, I feel like you are kind of entitled to something if it doesn't work out. What else? I want to say something, one more thing, and then I let you guys talk. I know I've been talking for a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of women are gold diggers. And even if they're not, let's say for me, example, like we like security, protection, like stuff like that. So even for me, for example, I make decent money. But if I do get married and the guy has money, that's just a bonus. That's a plus. So I don't want to say we're gold diggers, but it's just like we are attracted to security, and therefore in our mind more money means more security. So that's kind of normal. But if you're entering obviously the marriage just to have the benefits of the money, then obviously this is not the girl for you. And then one more point, I know I talk too much. One more point is, me personally, if, because I saw somebody asking about would you do one or whatever. Me personally, I don't really care about marriage. So that's one. If the guy I meet really want to get married, and that's something like, no, we need to do that, I'm like, I'm all for it. We can go and get married. There is no issue. If he wants me to sign a prenup, I'll sign it. I'll sign it because I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm probably still gonna work, and by the time, if we get a divorce, I'm still gonna have money. So it's not like I'm gonna be like, no, I need half of everything you have. I just don't care that much, because I know I'm still gonna be straight. But no marriage, no prenup. And guys, for you guys, I would say make sure you have a prenup. All right, I'm done talking. I am done talking, but somebody say keep talking. No, it's enough. I talk enough. Let me hear who wants to talk. Who wants to? Okay, I see Jeremy. I address that. Somebody say, what about her housewife? I say she should get some money. Like she should get something if it doesn't work, because she built the home, she built the kids. Like she needs to get something. You guys are saying getting married is a bad business decision. I agree. I'm never getting married because women marry for the wrong reason. Okay. Does Russell have a prenup? I don't know if he has a. Oh, with Sierra? I don't fucking know. I mean, she got money too, though, right? All right, let's see. I got Jeremy. What does Jeremy want to say? Hey, Jeremy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Cool. Good. I ain't got much to say, but what I say is I feel like it's all situational. And when we have these like conversations and everybody's having these debates, it's too vague. You know what I mean? It's like some people, they'll say, I want to marry this person because of this. And if that person isn't on that same page, how are you gonna marry somebody if you're not on the same page? Mm-hmm. Right? Some women, yeah, you're right. Some women are gold diggers, but that's your instincts, right? It's not that they're gold diggers. said, like you said, and I agree with you, it's security.
Okay.
You're interested in security. Okay. Well, if he's making you feel secured, but you don't truly like, what is it? It's love is measured by investment, right? If you're not invested into this person, then what are we doing? Right? Like if she's not invested in you, then obviously it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be easy. Just walk away. So yeah, if it's easy for you to walk away and you pick up and pack your bags and go, then hell yeah, we need a prenup. But if I've been rocking with her for 8 years, she's been cleaning my dirty underwear, she's been changing my diapers.
Wait, so you're gonna wait 8 years to propose?
Some
A woman
people,
might not be
so
like,
so my
yo,
my
8 years, you're
grandfather,
playing with me.
my grandfather and my grandmother was too. That's who raised me, and they were together. Rest in peace, my mama. They were together for 64 years, right? So the family habits that is embedded in me is like, okay, I want a family, I want this, but my dad would always say, girl or boy, it takes you 5 years to figure out what that girl is. You know, everybody could pretend, you go through all
Okay.
these honeymoon phases, puppy love, et cetera, et cetera. What happens is you live, especially nowadays. I was born in '88. I don't know when you was born, but it's different generations, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens is everybody glued to that damn phone, and you want to live a life that you really can't live. So now you're looking for a person that you really can't have, right? So you want
Mm-hmm.
that dude that's he's very secure, but does he want you and does he respect you, right? I think what it is, I think what my dad would always say is find somebody and take your time figuring them out. Invest. What did Steve Harvey say? Something like, you got to invest in your plan A. You got to put all your time and effort and energy. Okay. Well, if you're not, how you know, right? Like, oh well, we speed dating because I've been watching, what is it, 90 Day Wedding Wife or whatever.
Oh, I like that.
I want to find this good woman. She's perfect. I'm looking for the unicorn. Okay, well, she learned how to play the unicorn. She's not a unicorn, or vice versa. He learned how to sound good. He's not good. And then 5 years later, you've already said, "Hey, I want to marry this person." And yeah, they came with a lot, but you did not get a prenup. And people, well, whoever made that comment, he said people change.
Mm-hmm.
People change, and people grow, and people start finding themselves. And I remember somebody said, "Do you want to go to the store and buy a painting, or do you want to paint your own painting with someone?" Well, depending on what it is, and to what I originally said was, it's situational. So I'll end it on that because I ain't trying to pull a Melly and keep talking and keep spinning.
Stop it. No, but wait. So, what would it be for you? Let's say you meet your girl and you gave her 5 years. You believe in her. You feel like she's a good person. No prenup for you.
Nah, hell nah.
Okay.
Because now once that happens, once you're that invested and everything is good, like you said, everything is good. I'm not when I my definition of good is not everybody's definition of good. Is this person worth, when you take vows, a lot of people make it like a spiritual thing. Yeah, you're taking vows before God. Yes. But you're also taking vows before all your family. You brought out 200 people in your family and you finna just betray your vows. What the fuck was excuse my language. What was the point? What was the point? So why bring, like, for what? To play perfect on the internet? Like, come on. What we doing? What we doing? So for me, yeah, like we not doing that. But it's gonna be hard because I don't need no quitter. And if I could find out that you're a quitter, I'm not marrying you. You know what I mean? What's the point?
Hey, I hear you.
Yeah. So I mean, get in touch. Don't just be out here watching 90 Day Bride or whatever that show is, and you just want to go get a bride, or some of these dudes is going to foreign countries to go get somebody that they got to use a translator for. Hey, by all means, do what makes you happy, but don't be mad when you make temporary decisions and you get a permanent problem. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you make your bed and you lay in it, and everything is situational. Take your time, and if you're in a rush, at least spend 2 years. I don't know. Anyways,
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy.
hell yeah, you got it.
You got
Love
a
the
good
show. Keep your shit
day.
going.
Oh, thank you. You have
Yeah.
a good day.
All
Thank
right.
you. Oops. I wait. Let me see. I saw Jen. Jen was here first. Hi. I can't hear you. Your mic is off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going
What's
on,
up?
Melly? How are you? I
I'm
can't
good. How are you?
complain. I can't complain. First thing first, that last nigga, he was just saying a whole bunch of nothing, trying to sound complex. It's very simple, right? I personally feel like one, even though I'm single, if I'm dealing with a young lady, I know in 9 months if I want to marry her or not. There's no need for me to be with you for 2 plus years because we're not immortal. You know, time is short in our lifespan. So that's one. Two, I just feel like it's common sense. Love is unpredictable as it also can be unconditional. So yes, you can meet somebody that can love you, they're down for you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you don't know if this sister's gonna wake up and just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. So I just feel like the whole prenup conversation is really pointless and stupid because it's very simple. I'd rather be safe than regretful. So if I say, hey Melly, yeah, let's get married, you come what you come with, I come what I come with, we work and we die together, that's beautiful. But if it doesn't work out, okay, hey, you leave with the shit you came with, I leave with the shit I came with. So I just feel like it's very simple.
Yeah,
So for all these
uh,
dudes, go
but
ahead, go ahead.
that's just talking, or you're saying I leave what I came with, you leave what you came with, like talking or on paper?
No, I'm on paper, like,
Oh, so
that's
you do
just
get the prenup. So you want the prenup.
yeah. For sure, definitely. Not because I'm one of those. And Steve Harvey, fuck Steve Harvey, he sold us out. He basically saying, oh, if you come with a prenup, oh, your plan A is not already plan A. That's stupid because, like I said, you can love a woman can love you. Things happen. Love is very unpredictable as it is
Mhm.
unconditional. So if you don't have a safe haven just for a backup plan, I just find that very foolish because, like I said, for example, you have a Porsche, right? You pay insurance on your car, I'm sure, because you don't know, God forbid, when an accident can happen. But what if you say, oh, fuck it, I have my plan A. I know I'm the best driver in the world. And then, God forbid, you get into an accident. You would have wished that you had that insurance to
I
cover.
mean,
Then,
hey, that's a bad example for me
no,
because
it's not.
I
No, it's
wish
not.
I
I know
wasn't
you
paying
could drive.
fucking insurance. No, because insurance is a ripoff. No accident. I don't know how much money I've given to insurance companies.
I get it. But at the same time, God forbid, you get into an accident, you cover it. You understand? So,
No, I hear the principle. Do I
for
believe in
sure.
it? No, I
Of
don't.
course.
If I
I
didn't have
just,
to, if insurance wasn't like something that we have to get, I wouldn't get insurance. It's the same. I don't have what's the other one? I don't have health insurance
why?
because they make you pay crazy. And at my age, I'm healthy. I don't use insurance.
I mean,
The only
that's
time
a
I
whole.
use insurance is when that I would use the insurance is when I go to the dentist. I just pay my dentist out of pocket, and it's way cheaper than
Oh,
paying insurance.
that's different. Okay, that's your health and stuff. You basically know if I take care of my body, I should be fine for the next 30 years or whatever. But with love is different. You know, things expire, feelings change. So I'm not gonna keep your time, but I just feel like it's very simple. I would love. I'm fiending to get married. I'm very traditional. I
Mhm.
hope to find a young lady that I can get married to, and I would explain to her, look. I'm not one of those negative brothers that's coming in with the mindset, well, if you think you leave it with my shit, bitch, you out. No. Listen, I love you. I'm with you till death do us part. But I don't know if one day you could change on me or one day I might change on you. So I feel like just for both of our benefits, we should just sign this and that's it. If the sister says, no, I don't want to do that, bye. It's very simple. So that's just my piece on it. I feel like this whole debate is just, oh yeah, women these gold digging bitches. Well, you got to know what women you speaking to. I
Agreed.
just feel like if you're not finding a female or a male that has the same principality as you, why waste your time? You're looking for somebody who's on the same page as you, not somebody to take care of, but you're also looking for somebody who's not in a position that they can't take care of themselves. So that's your morals, that's your morality, that's something that you desire. So you would find a man like that. So if you have to compromise, that's not love. Because when it's love, it should just mesh naturally. So that's just my opinion. And before I go, why are you teasing us with this travel channel? Drop this vlog already. I'm waiting. If I see another short, I'm gonna curse you out.
Hey,
I'm waiting.
it's funny. I just got the first draft of the whole thing. It's like 30 minutes, and
Do you like it?
I like it, but I need to tweak it a little bit. So probably next week it should be ready.
Okay, come
Yes.
on, yo. And I
I'm
watched all your
driving. I'm
reviews.
driving. It's not
Mm,
ready. I can't do anything. But
like
I'm
I
gonna
said,
travel more so I can have more content. Like I'm going
mm,
somewhere at the end of the month. So
nice. That was dope. I watched the one with you when you went to France and stuff like that.
thank
And
you.
you talking about, oh, this is the French O block. That hood is nicer than our hoods out here. But it was beautiful. It was nice seeing your mom and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that channel.
All
But
right. Well,
yeah, so for sure, it's always nice talking to you. But it's very simple, you know. So I'm just interested to see what the next nigga gonna come on here and say.
all right.
So
We're gonna
I'll talk
see.
to you for
All
sure.
right.
You have a good one, man.
Bye. Thank you. All right. For Jai, it's very simple. It's like get a prenup. There is no if. And if she don't want it, she gotta go. All right. Let's see. Glory and praise. What's up?
It was good, Melly.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You know, you never know when you gonna be next.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, and it just be the way it pops up. It don't say loading or nothing. It just
It just comes.
fume. You know.
So what you think about the topic? Would you get a prenup or no?
My mother definitely told me to get a prenup, like mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
So she never went deeper into it. She just says make sure you get a prenup. So that tells me that, especially with her being a woman, that tells me that it comes to my more than likely, if I don't get it, then the girl will get an extreme advantage over a divorce situation.
Okay.
So, and I do believe that if you don't get a prenup, it's gonna be the government that's gonna split. Like that's how the property is gonna be divided,
Mm-hmm.
the assets, and I believe more than likely it's gonna go towards her favor. So if
Sure.
I mean, more than likely the I'm gonna be making more,
Okay.
and when come time of divorce, like divorce, that's like that's a crazy like topic. Like damn, divorce, that's like the worst thing. That's the worst waste of time,
Mm-hmm.
a divorce. But it can definitely happen though. Like that you got to be prepared for that because marriage it's a death do us part thing, but divorce can happen. Like it could just be something, that one thing that just it cannot come into. We can't come to grasp with. Like I don't think I'm gonna have this problem though. I think my marriage is gonna be immaculate.
I hope so.
Like I don't, for me, I don't
Yeah.
know, gangster.
Okay. Well,
But like yeah, you see what I mean though. Like for me, that's mandatory.
okay. Well, you're like the other guy. The Ja was like, yeah, it's mandatory
Yeah,
too.
but
So
is it like, isn't it foolish to not get that? Like, cause yeah, shorty going. That's how people get all their assets taken.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not the right person to ask. I'm like, marriage is foolish. Just
Oh
marriage.
word?
So then, if you go into it, you should have a prenup. With me, because I know how I am, I
Yeah,
would tell you we don't need a prenup. I would tell you that. But if
yeah.
you want me to sign, I'll sign. I don't care. I don't want your money.
Oh,
I'm not
gangster.
here for your money.
Word. Nah, that's what it's supposed to be like. Nah,
Well,
yeah. You gonna sign it? Like if I put zero, you get 0% come
no,
divorce.
but hey, come on. We gotta be we gotta be fair.
Now I'm about to say I need
I
a
feel like
you.
it's fair. Yeah, we do it. I mean, if you tell me you keep everything you have, I keep everything I have before we enter this marriage, I'm like, yeah, no problem. I don't
Yeah,
care.
but more than likely, come like let's say you 5 years into a marriage, it's gonna be binded.
Yeah, but it's because hopefully I put some money, you put some money too, and so
Yeah,
then yes, when we split, I take half, you take half of that too.
yeah, half and half type shit. I guess 50-50 is valid. Like if you did, like
It's valid if I work towards the stuff too. Yeah.
yeah, even the marriage, like if you marry somebody, I believe that you're saying 50-50 right there. Like that's 50-50. So if I got 100,000 and you got 2,000, and I notice when I marry you, like that might be for
You
me.
better have a prenup.
Yeah, better have a prenup. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the round picture of it for me.
All right.
But I
Well,
need a you though. I'm putting 5% on there. You get 5%. You sign that shit. Yeah, now we lit.
whatever.
It's a lit marriage right here.
No, it's not. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you so much.
I have a good one.
You too. All right, we got 3Ps want to say something. What's up?
What's up, Melly? I
Nothing
like
much.
this topic.
You like this topic? Okay, so what you doing?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna give you two stories. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna say any woman that come before my empire, she don't get no prenup. Any woman that come after my empire, she guaranteed to get a prenup. You
Okay.
know, I'm gonna give you one story with my first girlfriend. She I can say this start back like let's say like freshman year. They had a talent show, but I was late to come to the talent show, and I missed 2 days from the audition. So it costed $20 to get me back in for a bid. She went out
Mhm.
of her pocket and paid that for me.
Mhm.
Now you know it's a saying out there where it say she's spending your money on a man, she loves you. So I already took that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, she got me my first iPhone. You know, and this at the time when I was just like using track phone. You know, because I was doing street stuff. You
Mhm.
know, using track phones and stuff. So for her to come out of pocket to spend her last 20 to get me back into my talent show and give me an iPhone, and also she burned me out one time before too. So that's wifey right there. She ain't get no goddamn prenup. Now my second girlfriend was in college, HBCU I went to. She came. Let's just say she came after the Empire. I had to put down her bus ticket for her to get back forth to home. I had to let's see what else I did. You know what I'm saying? Purchase some diapers, some food commodities for her kids she had. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a liability. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that's she was if I was to, you know, sustain a relationship with her to go down the line with her, she would get a prenup. You know what I'm saying? So basically day ones don't get prenups. And the women that come after, they gonna get prenups. You know what I'm saying? So but it's
I,
another thing too about my
well, but right now that don't count. Like right now, let's say you meet a girl, she's brand new,
oh
you
she
know,
get a prenup.
she gets a prenup. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know like when you said prenup or not, I was answering your question scholarly and I was giving you like details. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That's another thing too that come with my name too, the 3Ps. When you said to penetrate, if I can get your mind, if I can get this up here, I can
Mhm.
control this. If I can control that, you'll get no prenup.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, 3Ps.
All right.
All right. Later. All right, guys, if you want to come and talk about the topic, I'll play the video one more time for the people who maybe were not here when we started talking. But if you want to come and give your 2 cents about the topic, would you give your girlfriend that or your fiance, would you give her a prenup or no? Let me see. I'm gonna replay the video. So if you want to come and talk, there's a link in the description of this video. You just click it and then you can come in and let me know what you think. But here is the video.
Married and then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave with half of it. That's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
Babe, it's something that I have to think about. I don't know why Danny's so surprised. The prenup's obviously something that we need to have in place. I built a business long before she even came into the picture, and I have to protect that.
My question is, why do we really need one?
Relationship prenups a good idea?
I say yes. I think that they're a really good idea. I'm done with someone, I'm done. I don't want any of this. Take it. I'm out. I think if you have a prenup or if you have some sort of contract, you're already going into the relationship with an expiration date. You're thinking, I'm gonna break up with you.
There are plenty of women who have busted their butts for their men. They have put into that relationship. Why is it that after 5, 10 years, a relationship doesn't work? You're gonna throw me out of the house? I'm keeping the house, the car, I'm keeping everything. You're leaving the house. Ladies, your strongest weapon is your intuition. If somebody's handing you a contract on day one saying, if it don't work, your ass is out the door, your ass needs to be out the door on day one.
Ridiculous. If you have a plan B, how can you possibly expect A to work if you don't put your all into A? Let me tell you something. I don't know a single person that has a prenup that ain't had to use it.
Advice can you give me to try and convince my brother that I think it's for his safety, he should try and sign a prenup? Because I really just feel like she's just in it for the money.
They're not, they didn't get a divorce.
But he's doing her a favor because she's about to turn 30, and you know how it's like super OCD for girls after 30. It's like, oh my God, are you get married? So I think they're just trying to rush it. Yeah.
She mentioned the prenup to you?
You know what? She actually said it during a family outing. She said that if he were to ask that, then he's not the right fit for her. So, and I get it. You know, I think as women, we are all, I guess, secretly gold diggers. We all want a guy that's going to provide.
All right, so that is the video. You see how like when the women are like, yeah, if he gives you a prenup, a contract, you're out the door, and then everybody be clapping. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. This is crazy. And then when the last woman is like, yeah, most women are gold diggers, everybody's like, oh, no, but it's the truth. It is the truth. I don't know. I mean, women do not like to hear the truth either. So it is what it is. Yep. Somebody say she said it. She told the truth. Agreed. But yeah, let's see. JT. Hi, JT.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Is the audio all right? Because you're just squeaking on my end.
No, we can hear you good.
Okay.
So what do you think about the prenup?
Well, as someone who's been through this twice, I can tell you right now, it's probably a good idea.
Damn, what happened? So you lost most of your money twice?
Well, the first time I didn't have a whole lot, so just had to pay spousal support. House, half the house, and that type of stuff. But
yeah. Wait, she got the house?
What? Well, we're gonna have to sell it and split it.
Okay.
So,
and
yeah.
So wait, that's the first or second marriage?
This is number 2 right now.
So you are in number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you are still in it. Okay.
Well, we're getting divorced right now.
Did you get a prenup for number 2?
No. Why would I do that?
What you mean? Why would you do that?
That means you learned your lesson the first time, right?
That would mean that. So you didn't?
No. I mean, the first one wasn't that bad. It's just, just had to pay spouse support for 12 months, but that's basically it.
Oh, after 12 months, it's over?
Yeah, it was just temporary.
Okay, so tell me, is the one right now, is she trying to get money?
Well, yeah, she got 2 kids with me too, so she getting money.
Oh my God. Hey, you seem very like it's okay. Like it doesn't bother you.
And what else you gonna do?
Hey, I like your perspective on things.
Oh yeah. No.
So is there a third marriage coming?
Not anytime soon.
But you're still okay with getting married a third time?
I don't know yet. Let me get good and divorced
first. But let's say if you do meet a girl and she's like, I don't know, I will say way better than the 2 other ones. You get along, you fall in love, and you really want to marry her. Is the third marriage you're gonna have the prenup?
Yeah.
Third one, you're doing the prenup.
Yeah. The third time, I'll get it.
You will get it. All right. Well, I like that. Well,
it's just funny. Like I said, that girl was saying, what was she saying?
You say?
What was that girl saying on that video? Talking about, if you're already getting a prenup, then you're already just setting yourself up. It's like, I didn't have a prenup the first 2 times. What the hell that means?
Exactly. I don't mean to laugh.
Oh, it's all right.
But yeah, hey, well, hopefully this one is not taking too much of your money and you're going to be okay.
Nah, that's good.
All right. Well, thank you for your input.
All right. You have a good one.
You too. Bye. So yeah, so I like JT. We have an example, an example of what it is. He believed in marriage twice, no prenup, and look, he's like, yeah, I'm paying, I'm fucking paying. He's going to cry later. Well, he's not crying. He's like, it is what it is. Somebody asked, can I be a traditional woman or a modern woman? I think I can be traditional. I think. But I don't think most men want traditional nowadays. Most men want me to work. So, because that's the first thing for me. When I hear traditional, I hear I'm not working. So if you don't want me to work, yeah, I can be traditional. I'm not working. That's part of the tradition, right? That's one side of the tradition. I want that side too. So if we can do that, yeah, I'm not. I can be. Um, let's see. We have MG Official. Hello.
Hi.
How are
I,
you?
can you hear?
Wait, I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Not too good.
Oh, wait, hold on, hold on.
I think there is a lot of background. Wait, try to fix it. Come back.
Oh, come back?
Yeah. There's too much noise in the background. I can't hear you. Uh, who is Magnus? Magnus? No? Magnus, your mic is off. I don't know if you don't want to show your face, but your mic is off.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh,
Hello?
yes, I can. What's
All
up?
right. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. The topic is a person would get a prenup. Would you get
Yes.
a prenup if you get
Yes.
married?
Yes.
I think that it depends on uh the two people, the male and female, how they when they first see each other. It because you already know then, you know what I'm saying, whether you need a prenup or not. So it's like, you know, say like if you find your soulmate or you find and you say, hey, you know, or she, well, let me start over. Say if she was interested in the male and the male was interested in the female, you would know if that was your wife or not from the start. And so it's just like going through a marriage or something, and then say, hey, babe, I want to get a prenup. You know what I'm saying? That means right there that there's no trust. And when you're in a relationship, you have to have trust. And if that relationship goes 5 years or 10 years and say one of the parties want to get a divorce, you know what I'm saying? The relationship shouldn't have happened anyway. That's just how I look at it.
I mean, but we won't know. Like, that's the thing. You won't know if 5, 10 years she decides, okay, I'm done. You don't know that until that moment happened.
No, well, like for me, I knew it from the start, because that's what I assess. So it's like, say if I meet you, right, I'll know whether before time, you see what I'm saying, whether there's going to be a prenup or whether, like, say if I would know before time if you were to offer me a prenup or there's going to be a divorce. You see what I'm saying? Because you have to look at it that way when you meet your
But
soulmate.
how will you know? Let's say
Oh,
you meet
that's good.
me, you head over here for me, I'm head over here for you, and you're like, let's
Um,
get married. How do you know that at any point in the relationship, I'm not going to be like, you know what? I'm done.
okay. Because, well, like I said, you got to look at it from the start. It's about whether it's the chemistry. Like when you meet that person, it depends on the type of chemistry when you meet, or say like a year and a half to 2 years, you've been knowing the guy, or the guy's been knowing the female. There should be a time. There never should be a time if you truly love that person and you truly honor that person, you truly cherish that person. There should never be a time where 5 years goes and says, "Hey, I want a prenup." You know what I mean? That's yeah.
No, but it changes. Let's say we're together for like, I don't know, 3, 4 years, not married.
Uh-huh.
You propose. I say yes. We get
Uh-huh.
married. You're giving me a prenup or no?
No,
No.
because it would be about trust. Why would I want to give someone that's my soulmate? You see what I'm saying? Someone that I
I
truly
mean,
believe in.
I hear you can go in and thinking, oh my God, she'll never do this to me. She'll never get a divorce. We're gonna be together forever. But divorce rates are very high. So what if at
Okay.
some point I'm like, I'm done?
My thing is it's still based upon trust because you know what I'm saying. If you have the chemistry and you say, okay, I'm done, then a prenup is still not needed because between the chemistry of the two people, you should be able to divide and say, hey, babe, you know what? You raised the kids, you did all of this. Here you go, take this. I'm going to go my way, and that's because of trust. You see what I'm saying, or the chemistry that you have.
So pretty much you just believe that the woman you married, you knew her properly,
Right,
that when or if a divorce happened, you know she's not gonna be after your money. That's what you're saying.
right,
Okay.
exactly.
Hey, I hear you. I'm that type because I'd be like, I'm not gonna want your money, but a lot of women are gonna want your money. And I saw something saying also that when you don't have a prenup, it's the states that decide to divide your stuff, and whatever the law that's in the states, in your state, is
uh
how the stuff are gonna be divided too.
Yeah,
So
that makes it all the more a business. You see what I'm saying? Because people that get married for like all the wrong reasons, you have what you call wealth breeding, and people
mhm,
just get married, because of what they want, what they see. You know what I'm saying? Material possessions. You know what I'm saying? And it in the relationship, what 5, 10 years tops, divorce, right there.
mhm.
Let's see,
Okay, well then you're one of the men that's saying okay, no prenup then.
no prenup
No
because
prenup.
it has to be about value and trust issues. You
Okay.
have to bring that. It has to, or the relationship has to have trust. And before time, you're supposed to know, any man's supposed to know that before time, whether when you meet a woman, whether you need a prenup or not. And if a woman offers that man a prenup, then you know she's not the one for you.
What? If she offers the prenup, she's not the one for you. What if
Right.
okay, you're the one with the money, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't got money, and I come to you and I'm like thinking, I want to make sure you're good and make sure you like don't feel crazy because you have a lot
Uh-huh.
of money. And I'm like, hey, I want to do a prenup so you can be sure that I'm not after your money. You're gonna tell me no?
Yep, I'll still tell you no. Because it
No,
shouldn't be
but you
about.
didn't even say you're gonna tell me no. You said she's not the right one.
Because like even if like if you say like we have a discussion before and we talk about marriage, you see what I'm saying, and then she comes in and she says, hey, what would you think about prenups, then automatically right there I know to up my defense. It's like, okay, she's thinking about a prenup, so this is not something that I want to be in. And so you know what I'm saying, and that's
Okay.
just how I move. A guy like me, I move like that, because I'm
Okay.
real like adamant about what I want. You see what I'm saying? And you have to have, if you don't have chemistry from the beginning, then there won't be chemistry in the end.
Okay. Hey,
See?
I hear you. You're one of the few. But all right. Well, have you ever been married?
No, I just did a lot of research, a lot of learning when I had my heart broke.
Okay.
So, and from the relationship that I've been in my past, I was trying to make sure that this time, if I do meet a person, it would be strictly soulfully and strictly spiritually and connectivity. And because that means a lot to me. So
Okay.
because I like to build, and then when you build, you have to have that chemistry. It's just like even with the prenup, it's like, okay, say you're a businesswoman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a businessman or somewhat of an intellectual business guy. I would, you see what I'm saying? The things that we will work on would build toward our future. You know what I'm saying? Not going 5 years or 10 years and then say, okay, wait, I married the wrong guy. Oh, I'm tired of this guy. And all of a sudden to get a prenup. That's just not how it works. We're supposed to know that before time, before we even get into, uh, even talking about like a prenup, like 3 or 4 years down the later, we should already know those things.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's my take on it. I'm not going to take up too much of your time.
No problem. It was interesting. So, all right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Millie.
No problem. You have a good day.
All right.
Bye. All right, guys. We've been here for almost an hour. Shit. Let me see. K Smooth, what you want to say? Hi, K Smooth.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Melly.
Wait, your phone is you're delayed. Your internet it's delayed.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Well, hey, Melly.
Hi. So what's your take on a prenup? Would you give your fiance a prenup?
Oh my goodness, this is a very serious topic. I would say here in the United States, definitely. I mean, it's something that a man and a woman should speak on. You know what I'm saying? It should definitely be a topic of their conversation. You know what I'm saying? The man and the woman. If I mean, this is something that they have to talk about because you go into a relationship, you never know the outcome. You know what I'm saying? Any relationship, you don't know the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
So the type of person that I am, I wouldn't do a prenup. You know what I'm saying? Because if I mean, just the type of person I am, my beliefs, my morals, and everything like that, I wouldn't have no. It wouldn't even be about that if it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about marriage, because that's supposed to be forever. I know things change, people change, and all of that, but I wouldn't do a prenup if I'm gonna marry, because that's not what it's about. It's not about nothing material, you know. I wouldn't do it.
Okay. All right. Well, you've ever been married?
No, no.
Okay. So no prenup for your
I've
girl.
no. I mean, because I trust my judgment in if I would choose a woman. First of all, I'm only attracted to certain type of women, and the type of women that I would attract. This is be a conversation that we'll talk about, and I'm sure that it just depends on how we both feel. But it first of all, who's got the most money? That's what we got to establish first, and then we go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's
If
say
I
you got
got the
more
most
money.
money,
Yeah,
it's
you got
something
the most
that
money.
well, if I have the most money, it's definitely something that I mean, I wouldn't do it because I know I would choose a certain type of woman. Like we would treat each other. If it don't work out, I'm sure we would treat each other with the same care, love, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
not like we wouldn't separate on no bad terms if we were to separate. So it wouldn't be like a fight even if we separated. So first
Okay.
of all, you just got to choose the right person. That would make it a lot easier. If you choose the wrong person, it's gonna make it, oh my goodness. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay. Well, thank you, K Smooth.
But how
Oh,
do
you
you
love.
feel, Millie? I'm interested. I want to know how you feel about prenup.
Well, you're
Hello?
breaking up a little bit. Yeah, but I talked about it in the beginning. I said I don't need a prenup. I wouldn't want a prenup, but if my husband wants one, I don't mind signing.
Yeah.
But I think, but
Okay.
because I know myself, but I think every man should get one. But that's all.
Yeah. Here in America, it is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
people, but I don't know. It depends on the two people, you know. A man got to be cautious and careful of the woman that he's choosing, and the woman got to be cautious and careful on the man that she's choosing, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of people saying people change. You never know. Vern talking about everyone who is divorced thought they chose the right person.
That's
So
facts. Yeah.
yeah. So maybe you want to protect yourself.
It's a shame that that even have to be a topic, like, but it's definitely serious. It's
Hmm.
definitely important.
Yeah.
I
All right.
definitely, I wouldn't though. I wouldn't. I'm serious.
You would.
If I was marrying you, Melly, we would talk, and I'd be like, man, I want to be your friend, regardless. Like, if it ever, anything ever, I still would just want to be your friend. I don't want it to be on no bad terms. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Ever.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you.
I watch all of your stuff, Melly. I watch all of your stuff. I be trying to talk to
Soon.
you so much. I be trying
Thank
to talk to you. This is my first time getting on your live, like being on live. I've
you.
been before. Some usually there's so many people in the back, like you can't even get in, and like your show, it'll be late. But this is my first time being on here. But I watch all your stuff. I watch you.
Well, thank you so much.
Amazing. You're amazing. Your soul and your spirit is a lot like mine. You know what I'm saying? Just I see everything from your intelligence, your humor, perspective, everything. I'm just like, wow. It's very rare that I see a woman and I can see me in her, you know? And that's something that I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And you're very welcome. And just keep doing what you're doing. I'm supporting you. And I'm hoping that you talk to me and I get to date you and you marry me before it be somebody else. That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get the next person on. But you have a good day.
You too, Melly.
Thank you. Case Smooth out of control. Let's see, Uncle Mickey, you here?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's up?
Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
Good. So, what you're thinking about the topic? Did you give your wife or your soon-to-be wife a prenup?
Um, I'd say, okay, my opinion, I'd say it really just depends. I would say it depends on the individuals involved because one, it's not as though prenups encourages divorces. I don't think that's the case, and I don't think it's the case that prenups are a representation of lack of trust or lack of the many other feelings that are involved with being in a relationship. But I do think that as time has moved on, if a man who has worked on himself for so long, being business oriented, has not really had the reasons to pursue a romantic relationship, but then looks at it from an objective standpoint, and before deciding to pursue said relationship, before even deciding to look for a girl, decides that he's going to look at it from a business standpoint too, in the sense of he's going to want to protect himself for in case something happens. And the fact is that people change, right? So if he goes into let me just I don't know if you can hear, so let me mute your site. If he goes into the uh relationship with the mindset of he wants to protect himself in case of a loss, then that's fair. It's not necessarily that he hasn't even started looking for a girl, so how could you say he doesn't trust the girl or he doesn't like the girl like that or anything? It's just he before he even decided looking for a girl, he decided he's gonna want a prenup, just be with the way things are and the way humans are. It's more like looking at as the guy has grown in a business standpoint. He's you know to be successful in business, you must protect your losses, you must learn all these different skills, and so he looked at it kind of from that perspective, right? So, before I embark in this journey, let me protect myself for the unfortunate scenario that things don't work out, and you can argue that, well, oh, you want to relate it back in the day where um, they didn't have prenups, but back in the day, they also had way less divorces, right? Back in the day, there was less options, quote unquote. Back in the day, there was less information, quote unquote. So, given all these less things back in the day, you can say there was less reasons for people to change back in the day. But now there's so many things and so many reasons, so many options. Someone can just okay. An example would be I heard recently that a couple having been together for a very, very long time. This is a couple from a prior generation, our prior generation, and so having the mom heard the daughter's relationships, heard their lifestyle and stuff, and so she started demanding or wanting more from the guy she's been with for so long. It's not necessarily her fault. It's just it's enticing, the lifestyle kind of thing. It's enticing what you hear, what you see. It's enticing the type of information you can get, right? The type of information you have access to can unwillingly reconstruct your mindset. You have to be wary of that, right? So if you're not learned in that sense, if you're not, you know, attentive to what the internet, quote unquote, is doing to you, or what information is doing to you, then you may change your self beliefs, and so you yourself may change. And so the mom ends up, wanting stuff and wanting different things, and they ended up having a divorce. So it's what she became, or what she wanted and stuff may not have been. You don't necessarily have to see it as negative, or as, well, she's wrong to want things, or she's wrong to want to change. Well, she changed. This is what it is, and she changed because of the information she had. So in that scenario, well, the man had to divorce because he couldn't give what she wanted, right? So, well, if the man was successful prior to that, and he looked at it from a prenup standpoint, then he would have saved himself from her changing. And
But
it could also be vice versa.
Uncle Mickey, I'm asking for you.
Wait, so give me. Could you repeat that?
I'm asking for you. What would you do?
Me.
Yes.
Well, I would look at it for. Oh my God! Well, that's me. I would. Okay, Melly. All right. All right, buddy. All right. Okay. I would. Okay. Oh, she caught me. Yo, damn. I don't know, Melly. I don't know. Let me say out. I don't know. I'm still working on myself. So I'm just gonna depends. I don't know what route I would say, but I am definitely open to. I'm open to both. I'd say I don't know what route I'll take, but I'm definitely open to both.
You're open to both. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Uncle Mickey, thank you. He's out of control. I'm not asking you to come on here to tell me, well, back in the day, no, I want to know what you would do. He's fucking funny. Let's see. I'm gonna make Anoki jump the line. Hello.
What is going on?
I
don't know what I just see. I'm like,
you guys funny as hell.
Lord, what the heck? Okay.
Okay, so what do you think? Would you give your girlfriend a prenup?
Would I give her a prenup? So my big thing is, a lot of people think prenups are just to like guard you from getting got after marriage, whatever the case may be. But from my understanding, because I did a little research, because a lot of people have been talking about it, it's really just to figure out what is going to happen with your finances in general. Because to me, I was just like, I don't know why we're talking about this. Like, majority of us are not in the position to be talking about prenups. Especially most men. I mean, it's just in general, like most people are not in that situation. So I think if I were to do a prenup, it would be more for like financially, like being financially literate and wanting to know what's going to happen with the money if something were to go wrong, versus having the government tell me what I'm going to do. So it wouldn't be like the energy of a prenup of, I don't trust you because I think you're going to take my money, because 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be on the same level. That's statistically, whether you're 2 women, 2 men, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean, that's how it would be. It wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want her to steal my money. Even if I was rich, it wouldn't be that type of energy, which I think is weird. I think that energy is kind of weird.
Okay, so let's talk about the men then. Like, if it's a man who has a lot of money and a woman, what do you
see? And I think regardless, you should want to know, like, be financially literate, especially if you're going to have children and different things like that. You want to know what's going to happen financially, just because statistics. So I think it makes sense, but I feel like I just have a problem with the energy of making it feel like, oh, this person is a gold digger, so let me make sure I protect myself from my wife, which you shouldn't have to.
But it's kind of like reality, though. Like, social media makes people feel like, they're entitled to things and lifestyles and stuff like that. So nowadays, it is a lot of women that when they do get divorced, like, they're like, I want everything.
Well, I feel like we have to talk about the other side of that, which is rarely talked about, which is more normal, is the fact that most men don't become millionaires. They don't become 6 figures until after they get married. So that is a part of the whole situation where you can call the woman a gold digger, whatever the case may be, but you're not elevating to that status until you get in a marriage, because for most regular people, that's what happens. Like, the man gets into a marriage with a woman, he's able to focus on what he's doing, and then he elevates. Like, it's normally until you're 40, 50 years old and you settle down, then you elevate. So then to turn around and be like, oh, I should have got a prenup, now she's gonna get everything, but you having children with her, which is slowing down her income. A lot of times women make less money after they get married versus men, their income doubles. So I feel like that's a side of it that is more common that people don't talk about. So it makes it a little more murky, especially when you have kids, and women normally spend the majority of the time with the kids. So, like, to say, oh, I made this 6 figures, I made millions of dollars, and now you shouldn't get any kind of support at all, even though you're mainly raising our kids that we had together, which would it would pretty much make it harder for her to go out and make money at that point, even more, because now this is a whole new aspect. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of this conversation that people make black or white, and people don't talk from the woman's side, where, like, in a lot of ways, men's life, I did a research on it, and it talks about, like, wife insurance. Men's lives get better when they're married. They're less likely to drink excessively, to do drugs, to make stupid decisions. They have a woman that's, like, cutting for them, versus single men. They die younger. A lot of times they have depression, suicide, different things like that married men don't have on the same level. So it's just like, and they live longer. Married men live longer. So it's just like, there's so many benefits that women and married women give to men, that is just like, how dare you? I feel like that's kind of the energy for the regular women, like everyday women, is like, how dare you? You, like, look at your life before me and then now, and you got the nerve. So it's like, I feel like there's an energy on both sides, where it's like, I elevated you, now you get to sit pretty in this nice house, blah blah blah. But at the same time, if I wouldn't have been that motivation behind you to really hustle and get that money, you wouldn't be where you at either. So it's just like,
What about, but how you feel? Because, prenup, from what I heard, is really, we're talking about also what happened, what you come with before. So do you think that you are entitled to what I came with?
I think if you're gonna get married with somebody, I think that is a part of it. Like, because it's hard to measure, and this is a part that I feel like is largely misunderstood, because of course in America we measure things on just money. But if somebody has a lot of money and they see enough value in a woman, or whatever the case may be, because she has all types of values that may not necessarily have to do with income, if you see that there's that much value in marrying her and being with that person forever, then there's risk for both people. Because when people talk about the wall or whatever for age, she may be risking her youth, right? Which they say is, the value, to be with this man, dedicate maybe 5-10 years, and then now she's 30, 40, 50, and then that value, whatever, if you want to monetize it, could be gone, or she may have kids and stuff like that. So it's just like, to me, the energy of, like, I have all this money, so you have no right to any of it. But that's part of what a marriage is. It's like, you're partnering with each other. So it's just like going into a business partnership, or, like, for example, you want to have an artist or something like that. Well, it's kind of like making it seem like, because you have all this money, this person has no value, but they have the creative abilities. They're creating things from scratch, and literally your children, they're creating your children. And so it's just like, you got to figure out how to.
I mean, I understand that, but when you said the beauty, I was like, nah, you can't. To me, I don't feel like beauty and money is on that same level, because I didn't do shit to get the beauty. But
Yeah, a lot of people do. Think about it. People, these
I
women
mean, the
spend
people.
some
If
money.
you want to talk about the people that go and do, like, surgeries or facials or go to the gym and all of that. I mean, that's what everybody should do. The man should be doing that for
They're
himself.
not
Not
doing
the
that.
but no, but
A
still,
lot of men not
I'm
doing
not
that.
gonna put beauty on the same thing as money, really.
Well, I was talking about youth. I didn't necessarily say
No, no, no. I'm saying in general, like
beauty.
even whatever woman, a pretty woman, I still don't feel like I would put her beauty at the same thing as like the money. Well, I came in or she came in with like the beauty, and then
Mhm.
when she leaves 10 years later, well, her beauty is not gonna be, at the peak anymore. I
Mhm.
don't think it should be the same.
But
Like
men, but
a
that's the
man
thing.
coming in with a lot of money.
But men compare, like men always do. They not talk about how they don't care about women having money.
Yeah. I mean,
So
but it depends because I hear now people like guys actually like women who come with something. I don't know what the what
well,
the
we're
real
talking
thing
about
is.
this whole thing basically is talking about like what most people are saying or whatever. But a lot of people, a lot of guys talk about I don't care about your education, I don't care about your income, I don't care about anything. I just care about your youth and your beauty and how you submit and your attitude. So
Mhm.
that has to have some kind of value because if you're gonna say if you can be black and white about what a man's value is, if they have I'm 6 figures, I'm 7 figures, so XYZ, then at some point, if you're not going to specify and be clear and say this has a value equal to this or that can be comparable in some way, women are always going to be at a disadvantage because if a woman like doesn't work for 10, 20 years and then at the end of the 10, 20 years she gets a divorce
Yeah.
and she hasn't put no money nowhere aside to survive and take care of kids,
Mhm.
then why are y'all telling women that they shouldn't get education? Well, I'm not gonna say shouldn't get education, but that the education doesn't matter, their money doesn't matter. So my thing is with this type of mindset, if a woman were to get with a man, she doesn't really have a whole lot of money. He has a lot of money, but they want to have kids together, blah blah blah. What financially should she do to protect herself in that position? Because people always make it seem like
Mhm.
they don't want her, pretty much want her to be dependent, but then at the same time you want to have a prenup,
Yeah.
so she has no
I
protection.
touched on that in the beginning. I was like, that's not fair. If you don't want me to work and make the house a home and take care of the kids, you cannot like kick me out at the end of the thing and say you don't get nothing.
You get nothing. I'm just gonna pay child support, and you better not get no nails done with the child
No,
support.
no.
Like she
I
has to,
with.
yeah. So to me, I feel like it's just kind of weird. Sometimes it's like they want women to be dependent. They don't want an independent woman, but then they don't want a gold digger. But if a woman is dependent, then she's a gold digger, and then you need a prenup. But if she's independent, then what do you need me for? So it's just like a weird, like it's to me, it's codependent. Like they want. I'm not gonna say just but it's kind of broad. But
Mhm.
it's like society wants women to be codependent, but then when they are codependent, they shame women for being codependent. And then those women who believe that's what they should do, they go with society. If they get divorced, they get burned harder than a lot of these guys because at the same time, like if you know how to make money, even if you had to pay a huge settlement with a divorce, you know how to get the money back. If a woman doesn't know how to make money, or even if the man dies, like
Mm.
people die in relationships. If she doesn't know how to make money and you haven't set things in place for her and the children, you're passing down poverty.
Yeah.
So that's like real life stuff. A lot of times we talk about this in like celebrity Hollywood terms, but
Mhm.
in real life, like it's irresponsible to not make sure that your wife, because even if not even like dying or divorce, what if the man gets sick or get hurt on the job and he can't work?
Yeah.
So it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot, really, by not like working together
Mhm.
and building.
I mean, that
So
would be the best case scenario, but it don't always work like that. So
rare. And then there's also a lot of women now that are making more than men. So or it's like neck and neck. So if you sign a prenup, or like I know people who they were football players or whatever the case may be, and they are no longer football players, then they're broke and they have a whole prenup situation. Like, how does that even Now you in debt. Now it's like, how does that work if somebody is like super rich and then they lose everything and then they fool around and want a divorce? How does that work? I don't know.
I don't know.
Does nobody just get anything, or?
I mean, hopefully the wife was wise, and I don't know. Hopefully he didn't lose the money. That's all I can say.
No, but I'm saying that this is more common though. But think about it. It's more common for somebody to like football players or music artists, whatever, to be rich and then go broke than for them to be rich and stay rich and get richer. Like, it's more rare for that to happen.
Yeah.
So y'all playing with fire. Y'all playing with fire.
For sure.
So.
All right. Well, thank you, Anoki, for the different perspective. The chat was going crazy, so
I'm
you
sure.
can.
I know they was going crazy. Y'all was going crazy on me. Why y'all gotta go crazy on me? But thank you for having me, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. You have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. Hey, she had a different point of view for you guys. I don't know how long we've been here for a minute. We're gonna go, but okay. I let Mr. D talk. Hello, Mr. D. What you gotta say?
Hey, Melly.
Hi. So prenup or no prenup?
Depends on the situation. If let's put it this way.
For you.
For me, well, like I told you yesterday, I've already been down the road, but I've been down the road twice. And you know, the first time I came away with just paying child support. The second time I came away with paying child support and spousal support. So, but for me, if we wasn't shooting in the gym, guess what? We gonna do that prenup. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna do it. We gonna do the prenup, because at the end of the day, when you first get into a situation, y'all don't know each other. Like, for example, let's take you and I. Okay, you don't know me, I don't know you. You come with your assets, I come with mine. You know what I'm saying? We're getting to know each other. You know, so it'd be a lot of situations where people end up getting together. There's no prenup. Next thing you know, you done built an empire, and I walked away with half your empire or most of your empire. Now, is that fair to you for all the work that you put in? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there shooting in the gym with you when you started building this YouTube channel. I wasn't there when you had 1 subscriber. Now you got 512,000 subscribers. So why should I be entitled to anything that you built, and vice versa? You know what I'm saying? So I would say, and a lot of people, you know what gets me sick? A lot of people tie this prenup into trust. Prenup has nothing to do with the lack of trust. Again, I don't know you. So if I'm coming with,
I mean, hopefully 5 years, I don't know how long it takes you to propose, but hopefully by then you know her.
Right. I mean, you build trust. You build, of course, you know, y'all get married, years go by. You know, I got 2 daughters out of the situation. So I'm like, I want to take care of my kids. If I was affording you a certain lifestyle or whatever the case may be, then rightfully so, I should be paying spousal support. But for you to take, you know, half of everything, like the woman previously said, you know, a prenup is basically a financial agreement of what we're going to do in the event that we get divorced. It's not, oh, let me protect myself because I don't trust you already because you're a gold digger and all that. Nah, that's just look, we don't want to go through the court systems, because everybody knows men lost in the court. There's no wins for men in the court. Okay? And that's not just my opinion, that's an actual fact. So at the end of the day, if we're putting together a prenup, basically we're saying is, well, if we got to this point to where we no longer want to be together, this is not going to work. Okay, this is how we're going to divide everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, people got to get away from that mentality that putting a prenup or presenting a prenup is, oh, I don't trust the person, because the two don't work hand in hand. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So team prenup.
So you want a prenup? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I'm not.
so you didn't for your first two, but the third one you're like, I need a prenup.
No, it was broke.
So do you think? Okay.
We was broke.
You were broke, but you still ended up kind of losing.
Not really.
You
The
don't
only
feel
thing,
like
listen,
you lost.
my first wife, she kept my last name, so she's still Mrs. D. You
Ah.
know, my
Mm-hmm.
my second wife, she got money. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that because at the end of the day, that's what that's how our finance was tied together. We was holding each other down. I mean, me, I'm almost retired from my career. You know what I'm saying? So I had a pretty, lucrative career
Mm-hmm.
for, almost 20 years. And, she wanted half of that, but I said, nah. I said, no, 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 no. What we gonna do is I'll pay for a little bit of your lifestyle. Just as long as you let me keep what I work for, that's all that matters. And we came to that, I mean, it took some time, but we came to that agreement, you
Okay.
know? So, but
Was
team
she
prenup,
working? Was she working while she was with you?
not in the beginning.
Okay.
Like as time went on, like we started a catering company, which I gave to her because, that's her thing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really, care about it. We had a house together, but at a down period, I sold the house. So, we didn't have to think about that. It was just basically, you know, her financial situation wasn't in the best position at the time that we was filing for divorce. So it's like, I mean, why shouldn't you be entitled to that? We was together for a long time. You know, just don't, you know, take full advantage of me. Don't leave me out to dry. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me sleep in my car. That's it.
Okay, but okay, so you didn't need the prenup, and she didn't take all your money. So why now you feel like you need one?
No, I feel like that now because at the end of the day, especially today's in today's dating and so forth and so on, it's a different like dating has evolved. Like this era of dating and the way people are is totally different from the way it was back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, like, I heard a couple of people speak about back in the days. Nobody came into no situation talking about money or I'm rich and prenups and all this other stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, a lot of people's looking for a come up. You know what I'm saying? Most men don't really care about a woman having money. You know what I'm saying? In fact, most men are intimidated by women that have money. So they rather choose the damsel in distress, quote unquote. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? As opposed to someone that's, making good money because it is, men are competitive. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this era of dating is so totally different. Like people come with motives and ulterior, all types of scams and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you look at all these celebrities and all these stars. How many of them got married to somebody that was just the average girl in the town, and now the girl left away with half their money? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't protect themselves. They didn't come into the situation. They thought, all right, I can trust her. She's gonna be with me forever. I mean, to each his own. Relationships don't always last. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was a different time back in the day. So,
Mm-hmm.
you
Okay.
know,
Well, thank you for your input, Mr. D.
yeah, I'm happy to be here. Shout out to the chat. Y'all
Hey.
gave me, y'all called me Ron Harper and Mr. Potato Head. I love it.
All right. Well, you have a good weekend.
All right, you too, Melly.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye
you
bye.
welcome.
All right, guys, we're gonna go. I know it's still a few people. Real quick, I want to hear Joe. Your mic is off. I don't know if you're still here. You here, Joe?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. What do you think about the prenup? Would you give a prenup to your girl?
Yes, probably.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
because my vision for my future, right? Because any man that has the mindset of building a legacy, right, and has great visions for his future, would like to have some sort of security, right? And people change, right? The person I was 10 years ago is not the person I am today, and vice versa with my girlfriend, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in order to um, provide security for my future, right, and in order to like have provide security for my family as well, right? So I think a prenup is important because um, if only there will be like a legal document that can be created and that says, hey, if you're married to me, then you're married to me forever, for better for worse. Then I can be like, oh, no prenup because we stuck together. They're not gonna give us any divorce in court, right? So, but if that is not the case, I think it's better for both of us because um, I feel like I'm not gonna get married to a lady that has nothing to lose, right? So, and I don't advise anybody to get married to a woman that has nothing to lose. She has to be actively seeking her own, future, her own career, her own businesses. So that's so that she'll feel secured in herself. Because the whole idea of prenup is to protect the partner that is not financially secured on their own independently, right? But if both of us are independent and we are working towards, our goals, we are working towards, building an empire together, then we won't even, have the need to have a prenup,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we both have something to lose, right? So I believe a prenup is important. I believe a prenup is important. Am I saying the right thing? Am I putting it together? I mean, this is my first
Yeah,
time
I
like
mean,
saying,
not the right thing to me. You're telling me your opinion. So for you,
yeah,
you need a prenup. Okay, we heard that.
yeah. So yeah, I think it's important to have a prenup in place, especially if the lady you're with right now is not building with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we are both if I'm not, if I don't have it today, if I don't have it together today, and you're with me, you know, and you stop with me when I don't have nothing, and let's say in the near future I have a lot, then I won't give you a prenup because you were there with me from scratch. But if I got it together today, I'm wealthy, I have everything I dream of, and you want to come into my life, you're definitely getting a prenup, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I think a prenup is important in that sense.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
You
All
have a
right.
good
Thanks
night.
for having me. You too. Have a good one.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye bye. Why somebody say Melly gonna get Joe slapped? All of you were saying his wife is in the background somewhere. You guys funny. But yeah, so that's it. That's we're gonna go. We've been here for way too long. We're gonna go. If you guys have some topics that you want to talk about, you can email me. You can try to DM me, but that's a tough one. So probably email me if you see some videos that are outrageous, obviously relationship oriented. You can email them to me, and we'll review them together. And that's it. That's all we're gonna do. All right. Well, guys, I hope you're gonna have a good weekend. It's Friday. Maybe you're going out. Maybe you're gonna have a little drink. Hopefully, you stay safe for sure. And we'll come back on Monday. Yeah, I don't know if I'll come back live for this, but just in case I don't, I'll see you on Monday for the pineapple show. All right. You guys have a good evening. Bye bye.